Hey guys, what is up? It is friendly neighbor News here. Back again with another Isaac Break and Run. This one's different in a really unfortunate way. So we're doing post-commentary, and I've put on the Isaac original, the Flash game OST. Now, why are we doing post-commentary? Well, I hate to say it, but basically what happened was, sorry about the dog, by the way. I recorded 2 episodes in a row, and this was the second one. And this run was so fucking good that I had to put it up. And, I mean, like, I put up pretty much any run that I record, unless it, like, I die in, like, Basement 2 or some shit. But I was like, man, that was so cool, I'm so happy that happened. And then when I was uploading, when I upload, I look back at the video, like I'm doing now, and I was like, something horrible has happened. So basically what was happening was that my mic cord was loose again, which happens occasionally. I don't know what causes it. Like, the cord never moves, it's just that occasionally it'll act loose and I'll have to unplug, replug. But yeah, the entire video had some horrible feedback noise going wow 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 wow, like really awful noise. And it made me really sad. But basically, all we're doing is looking back at the recording. It's muted, and I'm going to talk over it and explain some thought processes and some stuff. And you know what? If we need to skip boring shit, we'll skip boring shit. We'll do it live, right? Like, that's what we'll do. So yeah, all I'm doing is looking at the recording. And that's that. So we started with the wafer, which is great. I love the wafer. And Duke of Flies in our Cellar 1 boss fight, which is fucking phenomenal, actually. This is one of the easiest bosses in Cellar, so, and he is in his, I don't know if it's easiest form, hard to say. He's not exactly in a difficult form. Also got Swallowed Penny real quick, and then we found our secret room, of course, because there's only one spot it could have been. Latchkey was our item from the boss, and then we go in here. Now this is the really awkward thing. I was like looking at Pandora's box and I was like, alright, I think on this floor it gives us 2 bombs, 2 keys. So I bought it, you know, use it. Oh, shit. It's okay though. 7 cents for 2 spirit hearts is probably worth it anyway. I just was really hoping for bombs and keys, because now I only have 1 key, but that's okay. Next floor is where shit gets actually real. It'll take us a total of 7 minutes to exit the basement plus, you know, the first 2 floors. Also, any dark rooms with dark floors and stuff, there's going to be some artifacting and it'll look gross, mostly because this is already pre-recorded and I'm recording it again, and that adds some artifacting sort of things that can happen, as well as Curse of Darkness. Basically every recording, Curse of Darkness will get a little bit darker. All the darks get a little bit darker, and all the lights get a little bit more washed out. Because that's just, I mean, that's how recording kind of interacts with things, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, yeah, Curse of the Darkness is probably going to look pretty gross to you, but hopefully it'll be okay. It probably doesn't even look that different. Like, I'm looking at the preview and it doesn't look that different, but there was definitely artifacting in that dark room. So, Tin and Rock, you know, use a bomb, find this, secret room. It's a pretty easy secret room to make the decision. Just save a key and get a key because, you know, we're the greatest and lucky and whatever. So Stompy's in the item room, or Leo, which is great. Leo is cool as hell. This item is, yeah, I mean, it's a breaking item, like, for sure. So, one thing I want to comment on this really weird, and I'll comment on it very soon when it crops up. But it seems like seeded things, so seeded runs can definitely diverge to some extent. And I'm not sure why, but I was going to just re-record using the seed, and that right there wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I even broke it open with Stompy before the room ended. Like, I did everything the same, but it just wasn't there. I don't know what caused it. Like, it was the weirdest experience I've ever had. But yeah, we have a black market, which, if you look at what's in this black market, like, what the fuck do I take? I decided not to take stopwatch, mostly because it's a little bit boring. I did, however, because we picked up the Eternal Heart, I wanted to turn back and grab the Champion Belt. Because, you know, it's 1 damage up and presumably more consumables as the game progresses, which is neat. It's a great item. And Sharp Plug with the Wafer, of course, means that we have infinite rerolls for the whole game. Well, not infinite. It's gated by our hit points. But the good news is that every Sharp Plug use takes away half of a Spirit Heart. Or half of a Red Heart if we're down to Red Hearts. Which allows us to reroll things a lot. Basically, I get to Sharp Plug an obscene amount. So we take map. I like the map. I think it's a good item. I think it's I don't know. I feel like people definitely understand the power level of map, but I don't think it gives the respect, you know, that it deserves, or it gets the spec it deserves. Did I just say gets the spect? Gets the respect. Jesus. Fucking stumbling over your words and shit. So there I just snuck my tears in and blew open the golden poop and grabbed the coinage that got pushed out. Hang on. Sorry, I gotta move my mic a little bit. Okay. Hopefully that didn't make you deaf. I mean, it was probably just sounded like me tapping a desk or something. So Gray Monstro, he basically doesn't ever jump. He does occasionally, from my experience. I don't even know if that's the supposed difference between them, because he definitely does jump. I've definitely had it where he's jumped before. In this fight, he doesn't jump a single time. Obviously, he jumps like towards me, but I mean the up into the sky where he's invincible, come down and shoot bullets everywhere, that kind of jump. So this run, I pretty much was like, this is a breaking run. I really don't want to do deals with the devil at all. So that's why I didn't take Lord of the Pit here, even though it might be a good thing. Another thing that I thought about after leaving the room was the fact that Lord of the Pit also kind of invalidates Stompy to an extent, or vice versa. They have anti-synergy, you could say. And here, this is, you know, if one of these rooms exists on an early floor, it is almost 100% of the time going to have a super secret room behind it. Almost always. Not always. Almost always. Actually, you know what? I have a funny here, because all we're doing is using Crystal Ball. Let me unmute. You hear that? That was the noise the whole time. It was probably a little bit quiet, but it just that wee. Like, I don't know. It's super frustrating. It's one of the most frustrating things that's ever happened to me. But we took Maggie's bow with us, and what hit us? I wasn't paying enough attention. Took Maggie's bow, used the Hangman card to get some money. What did hit us? Take the Emperor with us, and then move along. So the next floor is... So zany is one way to put it. You'll see. You'll see what happens. It's pretty ridiculous. It is this floor, right? I think so. Yeah, it should be. Also, if you guys actually like the original OST rather than, you know, the Rebirth, let me know in the comments, because I've considered there's a mod that actually replaces the music in Rebirth with the original OST. I don't know. I personally am pretty indifferent, but, you know. And so here we get Lucky Rock. I was like, Ace of Spades is definitely better than Swallowed Penny. It's already paid its worth. You know, we can ditch it by now, and it'll be fine. And then as I'm, like, talking about that, I open up the chest, and there's a Lucky Rock. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, I guess I'll replace one item that fucking gives me money for another item that gives me money. Except Lucky Rock, when you have Stompy, is more than just some money. It's, like, you're set. The game it's over. You did it. So, yeah. As you can see, we actually do pretty significant damage already. And we don't have... We have, what, Champion's Belt as a damage up? The rest of the items we have are basically just breaking items that need other items, more or less. So here, you know, we have a situation where there's a library and a shop. I decided to step on some mushrooms because I'm a masochist. Unfortunately, our library doesn't have books. I know. If this had books, this would be the greatest library of all time. Because we have wafer D6 sharp plug, right? And, you know, we can just go ham. So, black candle's great. And also buy a spirit heart. I mean, the money doesn't really matter to me, and we can always just, you know, get a trillion more cents by walking over rocks. Like, every rock I walk over is 1 penny. That's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, as I've explained in earlier videos, if you empty an item, a pool that items are in, why did I take Wheel of Fortune? I don't remember. If you deplete a pool, it'll start dropping item room items. Once the item room item pool is depleted, then it'll start dropping breakfast, basically. So, the item room pool is fairly... Actually, let me check. I don't want to just, like, throw out numbers and be completely wrong. I'm going to platinumgod.co.uk. Item pools, item room. Oh, it does not actually tell me the number. It actually... Oh, that's shitty. There's a lot, though. Here, I'll move it on screen just for a moment. Here you go. Look at that. That's all of them. So that's item room pool. Items. So once those are depleted, all you get is breakfast. So that explains the breakfast in other runs that you've seen probably. Here we go. So here is the zaniest shit you can imagine. Get hype. We can skip forward in a bit because trust me when I say this will take a while. So did I go down the stairs first? Oh no, I did that here. That's right. Okay. So we used D20. I re-rolled everything. There's a callus, whatever. And then I thought to myself, hang on. I have sharp plug and the wafer. Let's do this. Pick up D20. Why did I go here? Oh right, because that blew open in that room. And infamy, sure, whatever. It's a fine item. I'm not going to re-roll the secret room pool a trillion times. So here we go. This is how you essentially go infinite with D20 with sharp plug wafer. Is that you re-roll, 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 re-roll. Then there are chests. You open chests. You re-roll. Open chests. Intentionally don't pick up like anything if you can avoid it, which... In this case, I could avoid it quite often, in fairness. I was low on keys, though, so I was like, alright, I'll pick up keys. And anything that's completely in the way that I can't avoid, I'll also pick that up. But for the most part, just keys. Goal is keys. Unfortunately, that blew up. So there's our first item pedestal, which is nice. And then it's going to get a little hectic. So the downside to D20, quote... abuse is that it gets very clustered and very, very hard to avoid picking things up after a while. But good news is item pedestals are easily avoided. So there we go. We have 3 pedestals. And I'm just going to continue this for a bit, basically, where I open chests, pick up keys, reroll, you know, etc. There's another item pedestal. Red chest gave us a spirit heart. So this is the part where we actually start going infinite. I accidentally picked up fate. It's okay, though. That completely removes our necessity to worry about that eternal heart that I did want to keep until the next floor, to be honest. But, you know, don't need to worry about it now. At some point, I decide, fuck keys, I think. Troll bombs. So you can't reroll troll bombs. So anybody who's about to go to the comments right there and be like, "Why didn't you reroll before the troll bomb is?" Like you can't. Troll bombs are unrerollable. You can reroll into troll bombs, but they are not rerollable. So the tick is up there. You got to keep a close eye on the tick. You never want to pick that shit up when you actually have good trinkets. And at this point, we obviously have good trinkets. So every now and then, I do pick up coins along the way, which is partly accidental, but at the same time, oh yeah, and there's a golden key, so now we really don't have to worry. I think I still pick up keys a good chunk, though. So reroll again. Troll bombs go. And as you can see, now I'm rerolling into a lot of chests. A decent chunk of, spirit hearts. There's one on the ground here as well as an eternal heart, and then opening that chest led me to another spirit heart. Unfortunately, I kind of do this a little bit ham-fistedly, 2 eternal hearts, and there's another pedestal. So I do pick up a little bit extra stuff, but in the end, it doesn't matter. The whole point of this is that you're abusing the shit out of D20, so whatever. But there's so much shit on the ground, you can't avoid picking it up. There's just no way. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, not too far. Okay, we skip forward about a minute. This is close to the end. This is when I think this is my last reroll. Or maybe there's one more. I don't actually remember. Unfortunately, no Jera rune. We already did use a Joker card, I think. Oh no, this is when we used Joker. All right, so we're close. I made sure to sharp plug, of course, because if I finish this room, then I will regret it, as it'll put me at 1 charge rather than 0, meaning I won't be able to sharp plug until clearing another 5 rooms. So sharp plug then, save the time. Lump of coal's great. Good item. So my main goal is not to pick up Bob's brain. All the other ones I can put back down. Well, Abel I can't, but whatever. Like, Abel will show up like 6 more times this run. It's not like it matters. So there's 2 Bob's Rotten Heads. There's a Guppy's head in there as well. So 2 Bob's Rotten Heads. 2 Guppy's heads. I just want to point that out. I pick up both, and I already have Guppy's collar, remember. This will not turn me into Guppy. You have to have individual Guppy items. That much is understood, alright? So I am not Guppy, as you can clearly see, even though I did pick up 3 Guppy items. They all have to be different Guppy items. This is already known about. It's not like I'm breaking new ground. Unfortunately, pick up an extra Eternal Heart. I'm not like breaking new ground with like the Guppy metagame or some shit. Like, people have known about this because you can get 2 9 lives like completely normally in the game. Like, you don't have to do something ridiculous like this. You can just get 2 9 lives. If you get 1 in a curse room or devil room, it will not clear from the mini boss item room pool, because mini boss items, it's not even an item room pool, or item pool. It's just, it drops a set item, and that drops 9 lives. 2 Tammy's head as well. Oh, there's a cancer trinket. Fuck! How did I miss that? So this is part of the fun. I get to see shit I missed. I do pick up Curved Horn. I think Curved Horn's great. There's another Curved Horn up there, if you can see that. I don't think my mouse is capturing, but it's on top of the crawl space. So I think this is the point that I just decided I'm picking up as much shit as probable, because it doesn't matter. I think I wanted to D20 again, but I really didn't want to D20 when the room was absolutely full. So I'm just clearing some space. That's why I used the sun card there. There's just so many chests, it's absurd. I don't remember if I was like, yeah, I'm done, or if I was saying like, I want 1 more item pedestal. I don't think I get another item pedestal. I think this is all I reroll with. Why did I... Oh, no, there's... right, another Abel. Of course. It's Abel. You know, he'll never leave. So Magic Mushroom, Capricorn, Monster's Lung, Cricket's Head, Ouija Board, Aries, and Blue Baby's Only Friend are what spawned here. I took Magic Mushroom and Cricket's Head. I was highly considering Monster's Lung, but I did not take it. Here we have Death's Touch, Fire Mind, Spider Bite, Chemical Peel, some other shit, whatever. Another case I was considering taking Ipecac. Oh well, fuck it. Eve's Mascara, Epic Fetus, D10, Cancer, Ankh, the Soul, Dad's Key. Alright. I take Cricket's Body, and do I take PhD? Yeah, I take PhD for sure. Because there's a bunch of pills in this that were unidentified so far. So I just wanted to take that and find him. And turns out, One of the pills that there's like a trillion of was Balls of Steel. So 4 items to reroll. There was a Unicorn Stump, Attack Fly, Lil Steven, and Robo Baby 2.0. So, oh, did I never? I probably never opened that iron chest up there via the crawl space. There's 2 actually. Shit. Blood of the Martyr, Harlequin Baby, Hot Bombs, and Dead Bird. Obviously, Blood of the Martyr. And reroll the rest. Book of Revelations, whatever. Yeah, nope, this is shit. It's shit. I was considering taking Pisces. Glad I didn't, in hindsight. Because Rubber Cement is on that pedestal. So Guillotine and the Poop. Gonna reroll that shit. Into Lard D4. Get out of my life. Butterbean Rosary, of course. Bob's Brain, Headless Baby. Yeah, sure. These are great items. Super Bandage, and that guy. Libra would fuck us, by the way. As you can see, tears are very low, damage is very high, so it'd be really bad. I just want to point out there was a Judas's Shadow right there. That'll become important in a moment. Hey Abel, how you doing? Fancy meeting you here. Absolutely taking tough love. That's where I made a joke about when I said I will absolutely take that. I made the joke saying that I would take Shoop-Doo. Just thought I'd relay that info to you. So there's no more Spirit Hearts on the ground, but there is at least one more Balls of Steel pill. And Chocolate Milk basically made this run go into Overboard. I also want to remind you, I did not pick up Tammy's head at any point, even though there were 2, right? So those are our tiers right now. Joker, Sun, Balls of Steel, use Balls of Steel, and Suicide King. Damn it! I mean, I re-rolled it into something still worthwhile, but Suicide King would have given us 1 to 3 pedestals, I think. But yeah, now our foes are fucking dead. What's really bizarre is that the big tier, the super tier, the splash shots are so weird, and that tooth looks so fucking cool. Alright, bye Hollow. Growth Hormones is sweet. We fought Krampus in there, whatever. We're not gonna bother. Our tiers are absurd. So that was the main breaking of the run. I used it immediately, and so here's the part where I got sad. I wanted this to be an angel room, which is why I mostly used it immediately. It was not an angel room. However, Contract from Below is like amazing. I highly considered both those and that. Not the Sister Maggie. Not so much. I highly considered that, but I was like, I'm guppying, alright? I'm becoming guppy. I'll go as low as I fucking need to. Because we have collar and head, right? Plenty of other things that we could get. Plenty of other guppy items I could get that would make us guppy. Pentagram's also great. Dead Cat. This one was a tough choice. Not really, though. Because now we have 10 lives. Fucking, we can fly. We're guppy. Our tears will one-shot every enemy in the game. And we have 9 attempts at every hard room. Or, you know, total attempts at hard rooms, basically. Also, look at our consumables. I don't know if you noticed this, but even most of the consumables we picked up were accidental, right? They were independent of the situation, right? Like it was like, I guess I gotta do this, you know. I was just as I was passing through. I love the way the teeth look when they move that slow. Look at that shit. I don't even... I got hit by the spider. Shit. So, there was a battery back there. Reroll. I don't want to sharp plug if I don't have to. So, I just wanted to do this because it was basically free. And I was like, what's our luck, right? It doesn't matter. I probably don't want to take Mom's Eye anyway. Although in hindsight, I probably should have. Because to be honest, Mom's Eye with rubber cement is probably the best situation for Mom's Eye. And also, you know, with tears that cover the entire screen. Also, unfortunately, with this recording a recording thing, you're going to lose a little bit of how cool the scythes look when they're that big. There's actually a very specific, on the sprite, there is a single frame where there's an extra black dot. Fucking, come on, Edmund. Why, dude, literally unplayable. It's on the frame, by the way, where the scythe blade is to the left. You can actually see it probably occasionally. It's tough, though. This is a pretty good shot. There's options, yeah. And then reroll that. I will absolutely take the compass and then sharp plug. No doubt. But yeah, when the scythe blade is to the left... Actually, it's like 2 pixels? No. It's 2 pixels. Okay, yeah. It's around where the blade peaks. Probably 3 pixels away. To the left is a 2-pixel chunk. Obviously, you know, one-shotting a certain boss is pretty sweet. Why did I go back? Oh, right, okay. There's the deal with the devil, in case you're wondering. I didn't go into it because I knew that... I knew what it had. I jokered at the start of the floor. I even got lost there. Holy shit. Didn't take Tiny Planet, because fuck that. And then we got a Judgment card, which is one of the greatest things I could have gotten here. Because if we play him, he'll drop an item, and if the item's shit, which probably will be, let's be real, it's a Judgment, it's fucking HP up or a shop item, then we can just re-roll it and have 2 pedestals going at the same time, making our sharp plugging that much better. And it operates off the item room pool as well, which is, you know, beneficial at least a little bit. The relic. Abso-fucking-lutely. And the halo. Sure. So now we're more or less invincible. Because we get, you know, Spirit Hearts frequently. Oh, did I have Goat Head in there? I must have Goat Head somewhere in the breaking. No, I did. I definitely have Goat Head. Where I got it, I'm not sure. I think it was in the breaking. I opened a red chest, I had Goat Head, and I'm like, I'm taking this, I'm not rerolling that. Pretty sure that's what happened. I don't remember, though. Even though this was today. That's okay. The Miter, you know, now we're absolutely invincible. If anybody could lose a run where you have the Relic and Miter, and you have fucking Tears the size of the screen with Eve's Mascara, which is a 2x multiplier, Cricket's Head, and Magic Mushroom, which are each 1.5x multiplier. If you have all that shit and you lose the run, you get the fuck out. What are you doing? Obviously not taking 9-volt. 9-volt ruined sharp plug. Decided against taking Habit because it also kind of ruins it. And then Hive Mind shows up. So now our flies do double damage from what was already double our damage. So our flies are now doing 4 times our tier damage, which our tier damage is some absurd number that is being doubled and multiplied by 1.5 twice. So it's basically 4.5 times the damage number, and then our flies are 4 times that, which would be obviously 18 times the number that the damage says. Also, whenever we get a tooth shot, that's going to do about as much as a fly. Also, I'm not going to lie, I definitely missed that bomb rock. I didn't see it. This room actually takes so many spirit hearts away from me because I'm a fucking moron. There's only two? Oh, must have been only 2 hits, which is 1 spirit heart. That's still more than it should have been. Eh. So yeah, our damage is fucked up. Like, it's illegal in some countries somewhere. Also, did I mention our tears splash upon, reaching the end of their voyage? Which, by the way, also doesn't take long, it takes a very long time because of rubber cement, which also allows our tears to hit the same enemy multiple times. And if our tears are the size of the room, that means it hits the enemy, and then the wall, essentially simultaneously, infinitely ricocheting between the enemy and the wall until they die, which is absurd. Dark Bomb, by the way, it's a good item. But obviously we re-roll it because we have the Miter and the Relic. The Miter just makes it so less red hearts drop, more spirit hearts drop. While the Relic is a guaranteed payout of 1 spirit heart, I believe every 4 rooms. It's like 3 or 4 rooms. I don't think it's 3, but I've definitely seen it happen in 3, which is what I get confused about. So we're re-rolling, and then at this point I'm like, I don't know what I'm re-rolling for, because I'm not taking Brimstone, so I'll just take Horror Babylon. Which is fine. And the trinket I took with me, by the way, AAA battery, I know, I could have made a better choice with the trinket that I took in a room that had every trinket in the game. But, I thought it was alright. Because if I do want to reroll and not Sharp Plug, I have the option, and it only takes 5 rooms to recharge, and it doesn't ruin Sharp Plug, so I thought it was alright. Man, I really should do this mod just on the basis of this song. I should definitely install this mod, holy shit. But I still kind of want people to, I don't know, because if people are like, I like the new music, then I don't want to make them feel like shit and be like, fucking, I like the old music, right? Like, I don't know. Double stars card. So here is what I deem the worst mistake of the run. I'll let you kind of just observe everything that goes on this floor without commenting too much on it. See if you come to the same conclusion as me on the fact that it's the worst mistake of the run. All them spirit hearts from all these fucking... That was 3 spirit hearts. That was Relic. That was the enemy paying out with a red heart, the enemy champion being turned into a spirit heart, and then the red chest that dropped paying out with the spirit heart. So this is pretty absurd. Decided to step on all the mushrooms because fuck it. 48-hour energy is sweet, but I was like, alright, I'm gonna keep blank card, stars card. Even though at this point stars card is pretty shit. But look at that. Look at how fucking... look at that! I don't even know, dude. This is absurd. So, I was like, I could take Hierophant, but I'm fucking invincible! Can you believe I passed up blank card Hierophant as well as Dark Bomb? I don't deem either of those to be like the mistake of the run at all. I just kind of considered this floor in particular to be the biggest mistake of the run. Man, I really love this soundtrack. I forgot how much I loved it. Look up, look at that. That's nice. Now I wish I had Mom's eye, because that would have, you know, right now it would be firing every shot, which is incredible. Bob's Rotten Head, how you doing? Been a while. So this is when I was like, all right, let's go re-roll Bob's Rotten Head. I picked it up first because I don't want to see it again. And then I'm like, wait, okay, no, let's bring it back to the shop and get a shop item. So we go back to the shop. So grab D6, use it. There shouldn't be any trinkets for the rest of the run, so no thank you, Mom's purse. Piggy bank, you know you're not gonna do anything because we're gonna be at 99 cents by the end of the run. Battery, that's not bad. I made the decision that the battery was a pretty good choice. So we take the battery with us. And the D6 is still in our possession. No! No! Oh, God damn it, why? No! Go back. No! Yeah, we ditched the D6. I really regretted that choice. And then I didn't really give a shit in a bit anyway, so whatever, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see what happened. Guppy's tail. Great. Great item. Means we'll get golden chests probably out the wazoo. Because we also have Contract from Below, which doubles the drops at the end of the floor, or at the end of rooms, just entirely, meaning that if it drops a chest, it'll drop 2 chests, which is sweet. So we have blank card. Oh! Huh! Let's... Yeah. Ooh. Yes. Mistake. Fucking, who gives a shit? That was the biggest mistake of the run, by the way. Don't you love the suspense I built up? How great is that? You thought something horrible was gonna happen, and I was gonna fucking regret it for the rest of the run, and it wouldn't have been even cool at all. Now we have battery, chocolate milk, the biggest tears I've ever imagined, and Tammy's head. So what happens to the rest of the run, you say? Well, it doesn't have a great time, to say the least. Now, reminder, we have wafer, so everything that hits us does a half heart. And yeah, the frame rate absolutely chunked there. And it will a few times, because I don't know how the game even imagined handling that right there, like, what the fuck? So fucked up. This is so ridiculous. I love it so goddamn much. So this is my favorite part. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, 2 bosses down. The second boss's death animation lasted longer than it took to spawn. Because it died as it was spawning. And for some reason that delayed it substantially. It was weird as fuck. I don't even remember who the second boss is in that situation. Apparently there was a tinted rock there. Oh no, I knew that. No, that's right. I knew it. So there, I got my second charge. Because we have the battery, we could double Tammy's head, or just, you know, if we don't need to use Tammy's head, which, let's be fair, we actually don't ever need to use Tammy's head in this run at this point, but whatever. Look at all those fucking spirit hearts. Like, if we literally never had a spacebar for the rest of this run, we'd still one-shot every room. But it's way more fun with this. Right, so, you know, 2 HP ups, fuck that. Reminder, we have Whore of Babylon, so, and I ordered this wrong, but it's not like it's gonna fucking matter, because there's so many spirit hearts on the floor. Look at that fly army! Just look at that shit, like, what's going on there? They're completely overlapping each other so substantially. It's almost like a solid ring. I mean, it is like a solid ring, but like the edges almost blend into other edges. There's almost not even space for the inside body part. So, you know, just blast through these rooms because we're backtracking anyway. We know what's here because of the compass. Could have gone to the arcade. Why would I go to the arcade though? Let's just end it. Why did I come here? Oh, right, because it's this room. Yeah, sure. 1 boss, 2 boss. So this is something I commented on it while doing the run. Why? Can somebody tell me why this happens? Why is there a like predestined point on every run, seemingly, that enemies will frequently drop half red hearts? Like every run I'm a part of. That's what it seems like is happening. Is that there's just a spot. Like, look, there's 6 half red hearts. it just seems like after enough time of playing the game, it's like, here's some red hearts. I don't know why this happens. I don't get it. Oh, it lives? Well, that's not true at all. So if somebody has an explanation for it, if it's an item I picked up at some point, like, let me know, because I don't know of any items that make you actually get a shitload of red hearts. The only one that I've heard about is the tick. But the weird thing is, the tick, I'm not even sure. I think that is unfounded as well, that gives so many red hearts. Because I don't have the tick this run, and it's the same red heart dropping that the tick has, which is occasional ridiculous amounts of red heart dropping. Or is it maybe like an overkill factor, which is why it seems like it's time-based, because later in a run you're always dealing more damage, and you're overkilling by more numbers? Is that what happens? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. It's a really bizarre phenomena. 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 So look at that. I used Tammy's head at the right side of the room, and Duke of Flies on the left side just fucking got eviscerated. Can I just say, moving in this is one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life. Alright. And look at that red hearts! Oh my god. It's absurd. There's just red hearts everywhere. I don't get it. And then, like, in that previous room, right, like, all the bonus took the same damage, but only, like, a couple dropped red heart. Look at that! Why did Isaac drop a red heart? I don't know. Whatever. Now we're down to the chest. What did we get in the chest? I actually don't remember. Poison touch, passive, little hunt. Alright, so I took the inner eye, even though it makes our charge last longer, because I was like, yeah, fuck it. I was like, look at how long it's charging. Oh no, I think I actually am at max. Yup, max. Jesus. I wanted to go to every room because we have Guppy's tail. Oh, and I left this open because basically my plan is poke head in, walk out, because, you know, then it'll make all of the bullets dissipate, and then if I see chests on the map in case I miss them, then I'll go back in and pick them up. Double spirit hearts. And then I'm like, oh, right, now bosses dying actually have death animation, so it won't really matter much, but I'll keep it up anyway. Yeah, that room. Good room. Let's see. Yeah, this run's coming to a close. But basically, play this fucking seed. Except, one thing that might be inconsistent, because I did one test and that's the conclusion I reached, was, that black market wasn't there once. Like, the one time that I, you know, it wasn't there. So, I don't know what's up with that. If you replay the seed and get a black market, have a lot of fun. If you replay the seed and don't get a black market, I don't know what to tell you, I'm sorry. So, and then of course, the room before the boss is fucking Haunt, which soaks all of the flies forever. Still generate a fucking army though. Money equals power right before the boss, sure. Oh. There you go. So at this point, I was like, alright. Let's try and make up for something that we tried in an earlier run and failed because we're fucking idiots. I'm gonna try and crash the game. So what I do is I go here, and then what we do is we drop, out, in, drop, repeat. Let's skip forward a little bit more. Oh, that's too much. All right. So repeat until we're down to like 50, because last time I found out that there was a cap on bombs that are allowed in a room that was around the 60 mark, so I was like, eh, whatever. If I don't crash at 50, then I probably won't crash at 60. So, do that, and then Tammy's head. You can count the frames. But unfortunately, we did not crash in this instance, which made me really sad. But then, you know, that was without charging a shot. Sharp plug, Dammy's heading. We didn't crash. Spoilers. Yeah, unfortunately. But that was that. So, hope you guys enjoyed that run. I know I sure as hell did. And I'm sad that this was the way that I had to present it to you guys. But I hope you didn't get too upset at that. You know, I fucked up, you know, in the recording. I didn't pre-check my audio, and it went bad. So I apologize for that a lot. Like, it makes me feel terrible. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you play the seed at home, because it really was a very, very fun seed. And other than that, I got nothing to say. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave a like if you did. And I'll see you guys next time.